Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. For today's pick a card reading, we are going to be looking at what you are not seeing in this situation. I wasn't sure whether to just make it general, like the situation you're in currently in life, or to make it love based. So what I've done, I've left it up to you guys to decide what you want this reading to be. Do you just want to see what messages there are available to you, or do you want to make it about a specific situation, I guess? So yeah, that's basically the general gist of the reading. Yeah, let's get into showing you what options we have today. And as usual, please remember that this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates, because you are not the ugly stepsister. Please do not force that shoe onto your foot. So for today's reading, I really want you to focus on choosing a crystal slash rock. I don't want you to be distracted by the pile number, by what the pile option looks like. I just want you to purely go off what crystal you are being drawn to the most. So I'm going to show you them out of chronological order, but there will obviously be timestamps below as well as on the screen, so you can pick on your option and go straight to your reading once you decide. So first up we have Amethyst. And then we have this, what I call crystallized rock. Here we have black tourmaline, or tourmaline, whatever you call it. Last but not least, as an option, is the Lapis Lazuli. So I'll just give you a moment now to choose the crystal that you feel is right for you. And I will see you at your reading. Hi pile number one, as you can probably see, I've changed my outfit and the position of today's video because basically I started filming and then I've been really struggling with my energy recently. So yeah, I just felt super like not into it, and obviously I never want to give a half-hearted reading, even if it is just a general reading or whatever, just to put stuff out. That's why I mostly film once a week, because stuff like this drains my energy a lot, especially when you are doing messages for more of a collective base rather than like an individual base. But anyway, so that is why things look a little bit different right now, but still, let's get into your reading. For those of you who chose this black tourmaline here, welcome. Let's put you off just over there. Yeah, so when I originally did this, I was only drawn to putting one oracle card, which is very unusual for my messages. So we shall see what that is. And I feel like we're going to mostly be working with tarot cards today anyway, so that might be why. So these were your cards that came out. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. We have the 9 of Swords there. And then the Page of Wands. Did I say the Page of Wands there? I meant the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Right, so I can't remember if I said it already. I think I did. That I basically want it to be a general situation. Well, you guys are picking the situation that you want to see clearly about, I guess. So we'll see what comes out. I have a feeling you can't really see the cards, which I don't like. So what are you not seeing about this situation, whatever situation you guys are asking about? Yeah, so with the pages here, I definitely feel as if what you're not seeing is that there is more to learn. There is more this isn't straight. There is more development or growing to do in terms of the lessons involved within the situation. Also, I do remember, because I did start your pile originally yesterday, but I just kind of like stopped halfway through, basically, even less than halfway through, but whatever. Was that I feel like you guys are learning a lesson that is almost new, like a new lesson, if that makes sense. I don't know, does that make sense? Like something basically that hasn't been brought up in your life maybe, or you haven't quite recognized it as a lesson up until now, or something to learn from up until now. There's also a lot of, with the Ten of Wands here, let me just see, hold on. Do you know what? I want to pull clarifiers, because there's things I feel like saying, but I don't want to go off on like a weird direction and it just not having to do with anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull clarifiers so that I can get a bit clearer on your pile. So please clarify the cards that we have here for those who chose this black tourmaline about what they're not seeing. We just had the Lovers fall out there. About what they're not seeing. So please, where's the page of swords here, sorry. So you've just got the Six of Swords coming out and clarifying that Page of Swords. So with the Lovers here, some of you guys might be asking about a romantic situation, or you're asking about something that requires a big choice or a shift. Because I feel like you guys want this. You just have the Nine of Cups thing out there. I feel like you guys, whatever you're asking about, you want it or you desire it. But it's almost like you feel like you can't, either things aren't working out as you want them to, which is basically the universal spirit putting blocks in the way and trying to get you to recognize things or learn center lessons, I feel like. Or, yeah, things have just like have either broken down or haven't basically ended up the way that you wanted them to, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that makes sense. I have a habit of saying if that makes sense. Where's the Ten of Wands here, please? So yeah, you have the Moon here, and if I remember rightly, I'm pretty sure the Moon came out for you as well yesterday. And I'm pretty sure it came out in the same position. Funny, okay. Where's the Nine of Swords here, please? So that is the, oh, the Six of Wands reversed. And finally, why is the Page of Wands here, please? For what they're not seeing clearly. Clarify the Page of Wands, please. Okay. And last but not least, we have Judgment. And then funny enough, at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Ten of Wands again. Right, so again, I feel as if there is a need for you, first of all, sorry, quickly with Judgment here, definitely learning lessons and coming into some sort of awakening. And to me, that doesn't mean like you have to be like, I found out this big spiritual thing, but it could just simply mean you're finding, especially with the Page of Wands here, maybe your true passion or something to do with your self-expression coming through that is necessary for you to maybe take a path that you don't want to take, or it's taking, like I say, I feel like things are not working out as you want them to, and it's kind of forcing you to take a path that maybe you don't instantly desire to take, but that will be beneficial to you. Yeah, with the Six of Wands in reverse, that's the unsuccessfulness here. Feeling unsuccessful, like things are not working out as you wish them to. And with the Moon and the Nine of Swords, a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotions involved within the situation. I also wanted to say a lot of passion, so that could be, again, if you're referring to, again, if you're inquiring about a romantic situation. Yeah, I feel like your intuition, which I feel as well as your spirit guides or your spirit guides coming through for you, maybe in a more of a claircognizant way, is trying to push you to basically trust what, like, your intuition is telling you one thing, but your desires are telling you another thing. Like, you might want this person or this job or this thing, but your intuition is telling you that it's not working out, or it doesn't feel right. The way that it sorry, excuse my rambling, the way that it is presenting itself to you right now, you might want the person, but the person doesn't feel right. I don't know how I'm trying to say this. It's almost like, let's just make it romantic for an example, is that you really desire this person, but the qualities that they have don't actually resonate with who you are, or isn't fitting right with what you deserve. So it's almost not right? It's not a right fit. But even how, doesn't matter how much you want this thing, it's not actually a right fit for you. And the more you go against this, the more you keep fighting that intuitive part of you, the more emotional imbalance you will feel, and the more anxiety and sadness that will be created within the situation. So let's see if we can get some more information about what is it that you're not seeing about the situation. Yeah, you have the Tower card here. That's exactly the feeling that I was feeling. The feeling that I was feeling is this Tower energy, where if you do not make the change or transformation yourself, someone will come in and do it for you. This person or this situation may reject you as a meaning of making the change. This, yeah. Something might be blocked so that you can't actually go after this, continue to chase this desire, if that makes sense, because it's not for you. I'm going to clarify that Four of Pentacles very quickly. Yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles here, things moving slowly. Things moving very, very slowly in the situation. Maybe you haven't heard back from the person that you want to hear from. Maybe the connection isn't flowing how you want to. This could also be a past situation that you're asking about. And if you're asking why maybe things didn't turn out as you wanted them to, this is the exact reason why. Because it was meant to take you down a path where you could actually learn something. Meant to take you down, okay, basically you're meant to learn something from it, and it was meant to take you down the path where you could follow your true passion. Knight of Swords. Hold on. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the more you hold on to this, Four of Pentacles clarified. I mean, Five of Cups clarifying the Four of Pentacles. The more you hold on to it, basically, the more you will lose. Like, the Five of Pentacles isn't seeing the positive in their situation. It's seeing the grief and the heartbreak. It's mulling over the pain almost, rather than moving on, rather than seeing the light, rather than seeing the possibility. I'm very drawn to, I wonder if you guys are going to be able to see this, but in the background here, I've never noticed, but there's like this little path back there. It's very, very small, you can barely notice it, but it's almost like she's just stuck here. But really, there's this path being illuminated. Clarify the Page of Wands for us a bit more, please. Clarify the Page of Wands for us. Four of Cups in reverse. So taking this new opportunity, following that inner voice of yours requires strength. Requires strength. Yeah, I feel like with the Four of Cups here, the universe is trying to offer you something new, a different direction. but you're very unwilling to take it at this moment, or maybe you were very unwilling to take it, which is why this thing had to come to an end. So let's take a look at your Moonology card as well. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. So straight with that Capricorn energy, I feel Saturn, and Saturn is all about lessons. Tough lessons as well. It's not the kindest teacher, but once you learn those lessons, they stick with you and you get rewarded. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah. So what you need to know about what was the question? What you're not seeing about the situation is that basically it's not going to last forever. The pain or the grief of it all, even maybe just the pain and the grief of it all and the situation as a whole will not last forever. It is coming to an end eventually. And with that tough cycle here, definitely feel with this high emotions, the push and pull of wanting something and it not being for you, and runner and chaser and all these different whatever terminologies and energies. Yeah, I feel like you need to definitely come into balance with that masculine and feminine here, because I'm really seeing this, I can't remember what they call this animal that represents Capricorn, but with the tail here, I'm really seeing like more of a mutable energy needed to come in, which is more of the feminine energy. And then you've also got this kind of goat here, which is very masculine and is able to charge forwards as well as the flow. So right now you really need to be in this flow energy. I am going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card for you as well. Okay, Black Tourmaline, so I pulled some cards for you. It's probably a good thing that I left this reading to another date, because I mean, it's probably a good thing I left this reading to another date, because definitely got more oracle cards to pull for you guys. So with the Wisdom of the Oracle, you got even, you have Go the Distance, and then you also have Come to the Edge. I pulled a romance card for you, and you have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, I believe that says. And then for message from the universe, or notes from the universe, whatever, we do have Don't Be Misled over here, and Karma is on your side. We have Don't Be Misled. It says, when fear speaks, it's always wrong, unless being chased by wildebeest. When love speaks, it's always right and usually bouncy. And then Karma is on your side. If you could read all the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you're thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It's payback time. Right, so first of all, to come to the edge here, definitely feel like this is all about almost pushing yourself to the limit, but not in a negative way, in a way that is going to open you up, that is going to bring you a new experience. And the way that takes courage as well. And then we have Go the Distance, which is all about endurance and perseverance. So pushing through, because this tough cycle will end. Making the difficult decisions, whatever they may be. And following your intuition doesn't necessarily mean that this means walking away completely from the situation, but just really looking at those challenges that are being presented to you and really facing them head on as well. Not shying away from the difficult emotions and feelings that are arising, because there's something in there that there is trying to be highlighted to you, basically, that will help you to grow and prosper. So romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yeah, for me, this is really talking about your intuition. The feelings that arise when either blocks appear or tough moments are really at its heightened state. Your emotions are really at its heightened state. Really focusing on that feeling and what it's trying to show you. And also, if you're someone who's not used to feeling a lot of emotions for someone, say this is a romantic relationship, then it's also saying that what you're feeling is real, what you're feeling is valid. It doesn't mean that if this person is rejecting you, or that your emotions are more heightened than usual, that it isn't right, if that makes sense, that it isn't natural or meant to be felt. That doesn't mean that. Ask yourself why you feel that way, like you can't feel this for someone, maybe. Okay, karma is on your side. Yeah, again, really giving me that your spiritual team and whatever and the universe is really trying to help you out here. Like, whilst this Saturnian energy might feel very oppressive, it's actually trying to highlight key areas for you so that you can really be successful in whatever area of life you're talking about. I would definitely look up what house your Saturn is in your natal chart, and look up that area of life that that house basically symbolizes, because that will be a key area for you. And so long as you learn these lessons, you will actually be very well rewarded for basically putting in the hard work, because Saturn loves hard work. It loves a hard worker. And then finally, with don't be misled. Yeah, don't basically make, when it says when fear speaks, it's wrong. Don't make decisions out of fear. Don't make decisions that seem easy, like the easy option, because really, is it really the easy option if you're still stressing over it, or you've still got anxiety, or you feel like something hasn't been resolved, sorry. That doesn't feel like the easy option to me. The easy option to me feels like getting through the tough moments, and actually coming to peace. Because funny enough, at the bottom of your Wisdom of Oracle deck, you have the card Peace. Sorry, that's the wrong way around. You have the card Peace. So the easy option to me seems like finding this peace within yourself, even if it means foundations crumbling, even if it means going into a bit of a hermit mode, even if it means really looking at yourself and doing some shadow work, even if it means walking away from what seems like the perfect thing. Everything that I have for you guys, Black Tourmaline, thank you so much for coming to this reading. If it resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe down below as well. I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Hi Amethyst, welcome to your reading. Yes, my outfit and positioning of the camera does look a little bit different. I basically did the intro and everything yesterday, I think, and then I basically started filming, and I've been having like a lot of energy draining, feeling very energetically drained recently. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I filmed a video when I felt more myself, when I felt like I could give you the most out of your reading. So yeah, anyway, hello, welcome Amethyst. I'm also felt drawn to pull more oracle cards, because I originally only felt drawn to pull a Moonology, so I guess it's worked out well for you guys, because there should be more oracle cards that I get drawn to pull throughout the reading. But first of all, let's look at the tarot, shall we? So you have the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Hermit, and the Three of Wands there in reverse. We'll keep it in reverse for now. I'm actually not going to keep it in reverse for now. But my throat has been so dry. Okay, so what you're not seeing about the situation. For me, this feels like you're not seeing almost the big picture of things. It feels like maybe you've been waiting on something for a long time. You may have been in isolation, maybe feeling lonely, doing your really tough, working through your lessons, doing the hard work. Sorry, there's a plane going by and it's really distracting me right now. I don't know why. Yeah. Hold on, I've literally just had a mind blank. Some of you guys might be thinking about going on holiday as well. Random, but I just keep seeing a holiday, and I'm seeing the beach as well. Let me know if any of you guys are either on holiday or thinking about going on holiday. Yeah, so I feel like you guys have really maybe been doing the work, you've been doing the shadow work, you've been waiting, maybe you've been trying to manifest something. And possibly it feels like it's just never coming to you. Like this thing will never be over, or you'll never see the fruits of your labor almost. And with this 10 of Cups here, it feels as if what you're not seeing is this 10 of Cups. Is that this 10 of Cups is closer than you think. It's not focusing. But this moment is closer than you think. This emotional fulfillment. Feeling that bliss and happiness and pure joy and contentment as well. I feel like that is key for you, is the contentment. Contentment. Why does that word sound weird now? Let's pull some clarifiers. Funny enough, you have the King of Swords there. So if any of you guys are asking about a relationship, I see that partner coming in for you. They're both upright as well, which is a very positive position. I see that soul partner coming in for you. If this is about a friendship, maybe a soulmate in friendships, I see that coming in for you, because these two are why did I want to say compatible? Compatible, you could say. These two complement each other. These two have things in common with each other. It's also a very much, I feel as if this is you. You have really balanced your masculine and feminine. You might be in more of a masculine energy right now, but internally you've still got that femininity within you, that receptivity. You feel as if you are trying to be very open and trusting. You guys might have some heavy fire placements in your chart as well. Clarifiers, let's go. So why is the 10 of Cups here, please, for what they're not seeing about that situation? Amethyst is not seeing about that. 10 of Cups, please, for choosing Amethyst. That is so funny, because we had the 6 of Swords come out clarifying. We had the 6 of Swords as a That is so funny, because we had the 6 of Swords as the first clarifier for pile number 1 as well. So maybe you guys were drawn there. I was thinking as I started putting these cards, I mean, as I started your reading, I kept feeling lingering pile 1 energy. So maybe some of you guys from pile number 1 have also come to this reading. And if you have, I feel like pile number 1 may be where you have been at, and pile number 2 is where you're at now, or more of a current energy for you guys. And also you guys might have just asked 2 different questions, so that could be that. Right, why is the Queen of Swords here? Clarify the Queen of Swords for me, please. So you almost have the High Priestess come out there. 3 of Cups. That's that community and friendship, and also connections as well. Where's the Hermit card here, please? Strength. Patience. 2 major arcana as well there. And why is the 3 of Wands here? Please clarify this. Clarify the 3 of Wands for us, please. And the Fool card. Lovely. New beginning. A new beginning. Yeah, you guys have been waiting on this new beginning to arise. Maybe you've seen little bits and pieces of it, but you wouldn't. It's almost like the moment after all of this darkness, the light has just peeped through. Like, you see how this almost looks like a sunset? It's like the sun, let's call it a sunrise, right? It's like the sun is just rising, but you still have not seen the peak of the sun. It's not daytime yet, if that makes sense. If we're using this sunset analogy, sunrise analogy, sorry. It's not daytime yet. The sun is still rising for you guys. with this Ace of Swords here, I really feel like you guys have come a long way. What you're not seeing is that you've come a long way. And maybe some of you guys are looking back on your past and you're thinking, maybe I should have just, not even that you should have stayed there, but maybe there's some things in the past that you're like, well, why did I walk away from that if I haven't even seen this success yet? I haven't even seen this 10 of Cups yet. So what was the point of me walking away? And maybe some of you guys are like contemplating going back to certain connections, or I don't know, reliving certain situations. But it's like, no, you've come a really long way and you should be proud of that. And you just kind of need to keep pushing forwards. Let's clarify this 3 of Cups energy here. 3 of Cups, Queen of Swords energy here. Yeah, definitely. 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is that soulmate energy. Soulmates, a kindred spirit. With the 8 of Wands being in reverse and the 3 of Cups being in reverse, again, it's just pressing the issue that you still feel like this hasn't come to you yet. That this connection, this spark, this ignition hasn't quite been lit for long enough yet. It's almost like you're trying to light this, I don't know, these candles or something, and it lights for a little bit and you see that warmth, you see the success coming to you, and then it goes out and then there's darkness again. Yeah, you see glimpses of your path or your future even, and then it kind of just goes away again and you're stuck in the present moment. Not saying your present moment is horrible or anything, but like you're stuck in the current, in your current reality, which hasn't quite progressed as much as maybe you wish it to. You wish it would have. Alright, let's see. For those who chose this amethyst here, funny enough, I'm literally seeing mountains in this crystal here. These mountains, very similar to the King of Swords here. You can see the mountains in the background. If this isn't about, if that earlier message about you guys not wanting to go on holiday, maybe you're wanting to move. There may be a message about moving. Two of Cups almost as well. Right, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, just pull another more cards for Amethyst, please. What are they not seeing about that situation? Right? What is Amethyst not seeing about that situation? Ace of Swords. So you have a lot of sword energy in your reading. I'm not particularly feeling like you guys are air sign, sorry, but you may as well be. You have the Devil, Temperance, and the 9 of Cups as well. So the 9 of Cups there is the manifestation, it's the wish fulfillment. It did come out in reverse, and I feel again it's that feeling of feeling unsatisfied still with where you're at, or feeling like you haven't quite got this manifestation. This thing hasn't quite come to you yet. And Temperance, I feel like you have been doing the healing, you've been trying to get your energy into balance, but there's still just a little bit more to go. Still just a little bit more to go. The Devil in reverse, again, that shadow work, releasing attachments to things. I feel like you're also trying to release attachment to the outcome of your manifestations, like trying to put your intentions out there, but then leaving it up to the universe to see what will happen. Like, I don't know if I said this, but I felt as if you guys are trying to be very trusting, or you are in a very trusting energy of what is to come. Just clarify the Ace of Swords for me, please. Yeah, the Ace of Swords and the Hangman clarifying that. I feel like you've been suspended in this period of learning, of enlightenment, of trying to grow, and you have these moments of like knowledge, and I do feel like you are channeling messages as well. Like it's almost this period of, is the period called gestation, I don't know, I'll put it on the screen, where it's almost like you're growing, you're becoming wiser, you're gaining this knowledge. You are almost, well, you basically are, because you do have it here, but you guys are really coming into this King of Wands, King of Swords, why did I just say Wands? King of Swords and Queen of Swords energy. This is all about intellect, of using the mind, the power of the mind, and the power of words as well. And the words or the speech is very particular. It's not flawed. It's not like rushed or anything. Do you know what I mean? Like it's full of knowledge. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's look at your Moonology card to start with. So we have waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Exactly. You see these mountains here as well? The funny thing is, I feel like if you think about it, they're more sloped here than in the King of Swords card. It's almost like that you trying to get to your destination, it's going to become a lot easier. You might not wake up tomorrow and see everything, every single part of your wishes and desires, but you'll start to see it day by day. Things are picking up for you. Well, yeah, so what you're not seeing is that, like I kind of said, is that, right, so I have pulled your oracle cards, sorry about the focus. Where are we now? Let's start off with the wisdom of the oracle deck. So you have all that glitters. The saying all that glitters isn't gold here makes a lot of sense for you, because you may be in a kind of like a frustration in that you're looking outwards, like they've got this, they got that, why can't I be here, why can't I be there, why can't I have this, why can't I have that, I've done the work, I've done this, why am I not being rewarded, basically. And that is not me saying that you're ungrateful, you're basically just you know, like you did the work and you want the reward. Is there anything bad with that? No, not necessarily. But anyway, it's just basically saying that what you're seeing isn't necessarily gold. Like that glitz and glamour, that fast car that your friend has, that, this is just random examples, but those followers that that person has, it doesn't mean that that person is happy. It doesn't mean that that person is living their best life, really, or that when you get that, you will suddenly be happy in living your best life. Like things will come to you as they come to you. Do you know what? I feel very drawn to read the book right now, because I feel like I'm missing something. There's something that you need to know specifically. Okay, so it's the oracle message they want me to read to you. Bear with me. Right, see, it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status, or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire these things because of what they will do for them, and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it is time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the mask people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Yeah, that is perfect, basically, for you guys. So I feel like there is a message like, what you're not seeing is that there is no need to rush. Yes, you can say, I would like this, I would like that, I would like that, but when it comes down to the nitty and gritty, excuse me, think about why you want it. Think about yeah, literally why you want it. Why do you want those nice clothes and those nice shoes? Because is it for you? Is it really going to make you happy? And why would it make you happy? It's perfectly fine to want it, but think about the motivations behind this, because that's what the universe understands, is motivations and intention. Right, let's move on quickly. Let's see. So no, we're going down to here now. Messages, notes from the universe. So you got quite a few. I wasn't going to want to take them all, but I felt like they all really spoke to me and will be relevant to you. So your first one is, what you give will come back. It says, those you love you, and do something new, something different. I don't even feel like, okay, I'm going to read the back of this one, but the other two I'm not. It says, ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and to be fallen in love with when you're busy? Right. So what you give will come back. Yeah. So basically, this is reaffirming that whatever hard work you've been putting into, whatever time and effort you've been putting into that thing that you desire, it will find you when the time is right. You will get it, basically. Like, it's basically confirming to you that this is yours. Don't be afraid of losing it. Don't be afraid that it won't come, because it's already yours, and believe that. And I feel like you do most of the time believe that, but sometimes there's just this little voice of doubt within you as well. And then, those you love you. It says, to be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. So this kind of resonates a little bit with all that glitters, in that, are you doing this for you, or are you doing this for others? Live your life for you, and other people will follow. Those things that you desire will follow, because they are already aligned with you, so long as if you are being authentic to yourself. That's what I get from that card. And then we have do something new, something different. This is really giving me that full card energy, in that, especially when I said you might be thinking, do I go back to this, go back to that? Is this not working for me because I'm not seeing the results? Did I make the wrong choice or something like that? No, now is the time to do something new and something different. You've learnt those lessons, so implement them. Do the different thing, because you will get different results. You will get the right results. And last but not least, love messages. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. It did come out in reverse for you. And we have religious factors. Oh my gosh. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. Yeah, that spiritual path bit really resonates here, in that these two things, true love is out there for you, definitely. And then your spiritual path, your spiritual alignment, or that's what I'm feeling most likely for you guys. Not to say that you're not religious, what was I trying to say, is that the more you align with that, the more those things that you desire will come to you, including love, including financial stability, including that career opportunity, whatever it is, whatever the situation is that you are asking about, whether it's just general life or love or whatever. Anyway, whatever is the situation that you're asking about, as you continue to align with the spiritual path, as you continue to balance that spirituality and practicality, that masculine and feminine, that yin and yang, as many different words you want to use for it, yeah, everything else will align for you as well. Yes, Amethyst, that is everything that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you want to see more from me, then feel free to subscribe down below as well. I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Hi, those of you who chose the Lapis Lazuli here, welcome to your reading. I drop that crystal every single time. Welcome to your reading. Yeah, as you can see, I changed my look and the position of the camera, because I basically started filming the video when I made the intro, and then I've been having like a lot of energy issues, feeling very drained. So I just thought, let's just pause on this and let's come back when I'm feeling a lot more energetic. Because I want to give 100% every single time I do a reading for you guys, whether or not it's just a pick a card or whatever, but still I want to give you 100% always. So yeah, we're here today. Hi, welcome. I also found that I felt more drawn to pull more than one oracle card, so it kind of worked out well for everyone. But I will leave that off and let's start off with the tarot. So for what you're not seeing, we first of all have the King of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And we have the Eight of Wands. So, Lapis Lazuli, what is it you are not seeing about the situation? Whatever it may be. I feel as if either you are dealing with a water sign or you are a water sign, but obviously take any astrological placements with a pinch of salt because it is a general reading. Sorry, I'm really getting distracted. It's only with this Eight of Wands, whether you've been waiting on communication from something. It could be from a job, from a person. It's giving me heavy Mercury energy, which of course it kind of represents, but more than usual, am I feeling communication? And this Nine of Wands here feels as if someone waiting. I'm waiting with, like, I don't know if you're expecting it to be good or bad, but you're waiting with your guard up, basically. You're waiting with your guard up. I'm going to pull some clarifiers straight away, because I don't want to go off on one tangent and then... Let me know if any of you guys have watched the Hunger Games recently as well. Yeah, I feel as if you guys are trying to be vulnerable, but you actually still got a little bit of a protection there, just in case. Why is the King of Cups here, please? For what they're not seeing. Two of Swords. Why is the Nine of Wands here? What this Lazuli is not seeing. Ace of Cups. Yeah, more cup energy. One thing I feel as if what you're not seeing is that you need to be expressive. You need to be open about how you're feeling about a situation, especially if you are waiting on some sort of communication or message or something like that. If it does come in, or if that's resonating for you and it comes in, you need to be open with how you feel. That was a very, very important message for you. Eight of Wands. Why is this Eight of Wands here, please? You've got another two of Wands now. Two of Wands. You guys might be thinking about reaching out to someone as well. If it's that, there's an indecision here about whether you want to do it or not. Again, with the Mercury here, I'm feeling heavy Mercury retrograde energy, so that could be affecting you. You might be feeling the influence of the shadow period right now. The Wheel. I'm trying to clarify the Wheel for us. Five of Swords. Please. Two of Cups. So a lot of you guys could be asking about a relationship, which really resonates here because we have a lot of cup cards now. Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I feel like with this Wheel here, it's like the chance. The probability, basically. Like, what is the probability of me reaching out or making this move, taking this action, and it working out well? And me having the Six of Cups and Ten of Cups and this union. Again, if this is a job or something out, another situation, then please apply it to that. What was I saying? Yeah, what is the chance of that? And what is the chance of it being a Five of Swords situation where there's a big, like, maybe an argument and there's a lot of conflict and it doesn't actually work out in my favor, basically. Two of Swords here also speaks about a conflict of an inner conflict mentally. Maybe you feel drawn to do two things. Your mind is telling you to do two things. I also feel as if this is your I want to say subconscious. Why is it your subconscious though? I feel like there's a part of you that wants to do this and wants to be brave and have the courage to maybe be open, either be communicative, to take action. And then there's another part of you that is afraid to do that, or is telling you not to do that because you fear the bad outcome. The funny thing is, if we think about it in terms of literal sense, in that 3 cards here are very positive when we look at the question of what is the probability that this will work out. 3 cards here are positive and 1 card here is representing something a bit more negative. So if I look at it in a literal sense, it's saying that if you are open, if you make a choice that is aligned with your heart, with your emotional desires, and your emotional desires as well, that they are expressed in kind of a coherent and calm way, the chance of it being positive is actually quite high. So let's pull some more cards. So what is it that you are? What is it that the pieces you do? It's not seeing about the situation. What is it that they're not seeing about the situation or something? Situation. What is it that these are seeing clearly about the situation? King of Wands. More masculine energy. What is it you're not seeing? With the 3 of Wands here and the 9 of Swords that just came out, I feel like the more you wait, the more anxious you will grow. The more you don't know, it's almost like you need to know. It's like, I just need to know. I just need to take that leap of faith so that I can know. I need to just take that action, which is literally King of Wands energy. Is someone who's very confident and confident in their ability to get results as well. Three of Pentacles in reverse here, please. Look at that. Chariot, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups being the, what you call that? The counterpart to the King of Cups. So you fear whoever you want to go towards, whatever thing you want to go towards, that you feel or it seems is energetically aligned with you in some way, or this person or this thing is meant to, you desire this person or thing, you perceive them as someone who is a right fit for you, because you, Queen of Cups and King of Cups and counterparts. But with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like a feeling of like you're not quite compatible, or things won't, when it comes to actually working together as a group situation or in a couple situation or whatever, when it comes to actually doing the work together, it's not going to be compatible. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. It's like you want them to be compatible, you feel like they're compatible, but then your mind is telling you that you won't be once, like the fantasy won't live up to, sorry, the reality won't live up to the fantasy. I think that's what I'm trying to say basically. So let us look at your Moonology card. Right, more water energy, which is very funny. It's not that funny. More water energy. We have full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. With that being personal issue here, I really do feel that for your reading. Your reading has given me the most love based as of right now. And by love, that could be a family member, it could be a friendship, it could be a relationship, okay? Maybe you want to reconcile with someone. It doesn't have to be romantically, but reconciliation. Reconciliation. And then again with the Cancer here, Cancer is known for their need to protect themselves. Like, yes, they can be very emotional people. You can feel like you are very connected to them because they are very open about their emotions, but they're also very protective of them. You or this other person, you or you fear this other person will be very sensitive. I feel like both of you guys, or the situation in general, is very heightened in emotion. It's like if someone says the wrong thing or something isn't done well, communicated properly, then it will cause a rift very easily because the situation, there's a lot of triggers involved, I guess you could say. But what you're not seeing, or you're being told here, is that this situation will reach a resolution. That something will happen from here. Things will come to, I wanted to say a halt, but yeah, I feel like things will come to a close in some way. It doesn't mean like things will not work out, but whatever energy has been building here, it will come to an end. It will subside eventually. So I'm going to pull some more oracle cards for you. Right, so I have pulled your oracle cards here. First things first, I noticed that your crystal really goes with the blue of this card, which is very funny. And then I looked back, I was thinking back to the other crystals I picked for the other decks, 1 and 2, and it also went with the colours, the tonal colours within the card as well. So very interesting. Maybe look up this also speaks about being truthful, honest. I always think about Lapis Lazuli as kind of like the throat chakra crystal stone, in that it's time to reveal your true intentions. Speak the way you wish to. Again, like I said about Mercury retrograde, which has just flashed through my mind, is that is a little thing of be aware that we are in a Mercury retrograde shadow period, and we are coming up to Mercury retrograde. I was reading a little bit about it, and I'm pretty sure, well, something that I read was like, as things get highlighted for you during the shadow period, things are quite clear for you still, but as we enter into when Mercury starts to go retrograde, things will not become as clear, and communication will not be as clear as well. So I feel like decisions, whether you are flowing with either being the one who is thinking about expecting to receive something or expecting to put out a message or whatever, think about that as you're doing it, basically. Maybe put a pause on it. Anyway, I really like your oracle cards that came out because I really felt like they reflected what was going on for you in this reading, or what is not being clear to you and made clear to you in this situation. First of all, felt very drawn to pull a lot of wisdom of the oracle cards for you. So you guys might be looking a lot for some advice and guidance at this moment. There was actually 2 more cards that came out, but I put them back, but I did read them so that I can give you additional messages as they come to me. Let's show you anyway. So we have Orphaned, we have New Life, we have Mending. Then for your message from the universe, you have the card, you have more options, and then you realize, I love the colors on this card. Again, very blue toned, green toned, orange toned. I want to say sacral, that energy, really. Okay, right, so it says, oh, it's just sad, is it, darling? It sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you can think of all the reasons you love them. And you can, the universe. And then your romance oracle card was Very Soon. And this one says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So let's start up over here. First of all, with Orphaned, it speaks about a fear of being kind of lonely, of being rejected, of kind of, with it being an orphan, feeling those feelings from maybe childhood where maybe you felt lonely and rejected, and not wanting to relive those triggers, or not wanting to relive that pain. And this situation may trigger those feelings within you. When it comes to the relationship message of it, it's more so about being open about what you want, regardless of if you fear that rejection. Basically trying to move past that fear of rejection, because the people within this situation, still there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of emotions still within the situation, and those emotions are very heightened, they're very intense, and I feel like that is for all the people within the situation, basically. And again, being very delicate about how you approach it, but also being very open as well. Then New Life is a very auspicious card in that it is an opportunity for newness, to bring something new and something positive as well. And with the Orphan card, it speaks about whether this is with this person or situation, or whether it is without them, newness will arise and something new will come from this, and both of you can either move on. To be honest, both of you can move on. I just saw 444 on the screen as well. Both of you can move on, whether that is together or apart. That's what I said. What is it? Yeah, reach resolution. A conclusion will arise, whether that is seen as what you desire or whether what is right, basically, for both of you. And then we also have mending here, which talks about forgiveness, reconciliation as well, for the right reasons, of bringing, I feel like for you guys, it's about bringing clarity to people within the situation, to you, to the other person. And I know this reading is heavily relationship or focused, but again, apply it to any situation that you're talking about. But yeah, bringing forgiveness and clarity, putting things back together where things have been broken, mending, basically. Then with you have more options than you realize. That feeling of powerlessness is not true. You hold so much power, more power than you may realize. And again, you have a lot of options of how you choose to react to these triggers. And particularly as if this person triggers parts of you as well. You have an option of how you choose to react to that. And then very soon, I feel this, whatever decision you make, whether you choose to wait to act on it or not, I feel like it's time to make a firm decision. Decide what you want, so that the universe can put things in place and you can get a clear head as well, because things will be moving soon. You did have the Chariot here. I see movement coming, whether that is from you or just a push from either direction, I don't know. But whatever it is, I can't really see a lot, to be honest, when it comes to this situation. So I feel like it is for you to decide within yourself. But anyway, Lapis, Lazuli, that is everything I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe to my channel. I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Hi, those of you who chose this crystallized rock here, welcome to your reading. Yes, as you can see, I've changed my outfit and I have changed the position of the camera because I'm basically filming a day or two later. I originally made the intro and everything, and then I've been having a lot of feeling drained energetically wise, so yeah, I thought I wanted to give it 100% every time I do a reading, so I didn't want to push it, and here we are today. So welcome to your reading. This is one oracle card for you. Yeah, luckily we actually have more oracle cards than this. Originally when I did the reading, I only felt drawn to one oracle card, but yeah, we'll shuffle some later. Starting off with the tarot, we have the Two of Cups here. We have the Ten of Swords. You guys got quite a few cards. We have the Two of Swords. the Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands reversed, and the Lovers. You guys might have been drawn to pile number 1 as well. I mean, sorry, not 1, number 3, pile number 3. Or even, what was the crystal? You guys might have been drawn to the Lapis Lazuli crystal as well. So what are you not seeing about your current situation? Yeah, I feel like, again, a very similar message in that we have Two of Cups and the Lovers here. And straight away, it feels like it's going to be something to do with some kind of connection. That could be family, friends, obviously like a romantic connection as well, a soulmate I'm hearing. Of course, if you are asking about a job, there could also still be messages for you here, so stay tuned. And then also you have 2-2 and the Lovers, all speak about decision making, making some kind of choice. I feel like for you guys the choice has been made, whereas in the Lapis Lazuli they were still kind of umming and ahhing about what's the best way to go about things. I feel like you guys have somehow made a decision when it comes to this situation. Whether you feel 100% confident in it or not is a different story, but I feel like you were trying to stick to your guns when it comes to this. Let's get some clarifiers. So clarify the Ten of Swords for us, please. What they're not seeing in the situation. Clarify the Ten of Swords for us, please. There's a Page of Wands reverse there. Where's the Queen of Wands here, please? Oh gosh. Have the Eight of Pentacles. Where's the Lover's card here, please? Clarify the Lover's card here, please. Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of passionate energy in this reading. A lot of desire. Where's the Two of Wands here, please? You have the Four of Cups, clarifying that Two of Wands. Where's the Two of Wands here? The Nine of Swords. And you also had the Seven of Cups come out, but I'm not going to leave that out there. Again, the Seven of Cups talking about options, making a choice or a decision, chasing after desires. Also a little bit of illusion as well there. Where's the Two of Swords here, please? I think you have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck currently. Where's the Two of Swords here, please? Yeah, you did. Can't show you now though. So you have the Judgment clarifying the Two of Swords. I do feel like whatever decision you've made, it may receive some kind of backlash, or it could just be the way you perceive that others will react to your decision. And I feel like you're trying to ignore this. I feel as if what you're not seeing is that by being clear on what you want, you will kind of be set free. Like there is happiness to be had here. Where's the Two of Cups here, please? Two of Cups here, clarify that for us, please. Death and rebirth, transformation, and also justice as well. Justice and death and rebirth, clarifying the Two of Cups. Yeah, possibly the decision that you're making, you feel like it may be almost insignificant, but you actually haven't grasped the significance of the situation or of the decision that you will be making. And that's not to scare you. I feel like there's a lot of going on underneath the surface here, with the Death card and the Justice and the Judgment, sorry, being major arcana. You do have the Lovers here as well, which is also major arcana. Also with the Two of Cups, I see that the person who you're connecting with may be outside of your cultural norm or something like that, where it would cause conflict or cause you to, I don't know, be seen as different or have to go through some kind of inner shift. But there is balance and happiness, like I said, balance available here. It won't necessarily be as chaotic as you may think it will be. I also feel like for you guys, it's time to take action. You may have been in a bit of a planning phase, or a like maybe you've made a decision and you're still kind of in the planning phase, like what should I do here? Okay, I'm going to do this there, and I don't know, etc, etc. But with the Page of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like there's almost, hold on, let me clarify that Page of Wands. But I want to say that it's time, or there is an opportunity for you to take action. How about the Page of Wands? Yeah, King of Wands and Ace of Cups as well there. So yeah, definitely being confident in how you move forwards. I feel like if something has ended as well in the situation that you're talking about, there is an opportunity for resurrection, especially to do with your emotions. An opportunity for new beginning. So let us pull some more tarot cards. Right, so let me choose this rock here. What are they not seeing in their situation? Yeah, the Fool card came out as well. Speaking of that new beginning. What are those who chose the crystallized rock not seeing in their situation? The Empress, more major arcana energy. Yeah, it's like this is bigger than you may even know. Then you may be comprehending right now. Again with the Empress, a lot of love to be had. Wow. If this is a major arcana, I'm gonna be, no, okay, it's the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. But you do have the High Priestess here though. And then you do have the Ten of Wands underneath the deck. So things coming to a close, a conclusion, things closing themselves out, cycles closing themselves out. That's what I meant to say, sorry. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Again, there may be disruptions in stability when it comes to the situation or the decision that you're making. There may be endings in certain areas of your life, but I feel as if what you're not seeing is that you're strong enough to get through this. You have enough courage, and I want to say wisdom as well, to get through this. Also, you're more connected than you know in this when it comes to this situation. Your intuition is really guiding you here. There's also a lot of feminine energy in this pile, so lean in on your femininity. And I don't mean that in a gender way, in a societal gender way. I mean that in lean into your inner knowing. Feminine trusts themselves. They don't look outside for confirmations or people to tell them what to do next. Their wisdom and guidance comes from within. Again, the Fool card here originally did come out in reverse. And I feel as well there's a little bit of a message like a bit of naivety when it comes to this. Like I said, you don't see how important your next step will be to you. So I really do want to look at your oracle card, actually. Haha, right. So we have I always do that. I'm like, haha, yes. Look at the bigger picture. What's this? Full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is always all about that wisdom as well. Right, so what was I saying now? Just had to change the memory card. Yeah, Sagittarius is all about that wisdom and also searching for answers. Like I said, you're not seeing the... I don't want to say intensity, but the significance of the choices or decisions that are happening in the situation that you are asking about. So I'm going to pull some more oracle cards for you now. Apologies for the thing. So I'm going to pull some more oracle cards for you now. Right, so I've pulled some oracle cards for you. Let's start off with, I feel like this, the notes from the universe. You may not know now, but you will. Says, think of someone very, very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Now mentally shower, drench and soak them in that love. Now mentally shower, drench and soak yourself in my love. Now feel it always. This one says, you are destined for greatness on the wings of love. To clarify, the primary roles of love are not to heal, fix or mend, not to soothe, cure or ease, not to refresh, rejuvenate or restore. Hardly. The primary roles of love are to yahoo, yahi and woohoo! Get your love on. Anyway, next let's look at the Lovers cards. So we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your spiritual upbringing and spiritual path, I think it says. And then we also have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then finally, your wisdom of the oracle cards. You have all that glitters in reverse. Those who chose Amethyst actually got this upright. And then we also have truth be told. I feel like saying the number. This is number 14. So let's start over here with the message from the universe. Herewith, you might not know now, but you will. Again, it's like you're not seeing everything that you need to, but it's reaffirming that guidance will come to you. Like I said, I feel like that guidance is within you, especially with the High Priestess and the Empress here. The super divine feminine energy there. So you have that wisdom within you, that guidance available to you. The Empress can connect to the higher realms. She has that intuitive ability, and so do you. So as much as you may feel a bit lost right now, maybe this reading even feels like, oh my gosh, okay, so I'm not seeing everything clearly. What should I be seeing? The guidance will come to you. So just take your time with making decisions, I would say. And then again, you are destined for greatness on the wings of love. So success and good things are available to you. Don't fear that. Don't allow this reading or anything else to create fear within you, because whatever choice you make or whatever path you take, whatever move you make, that's not actually the right song. I'll be I'll be watching you. I just feel like that is like support. Like, don't worry, we've got your back basically. Even if this feels like a bit of a, you thought, okay, I'm gonna pick that job, for example. Say this reading was about picking a job, choosing a job or something like that, and you thought it was very insignificant, but it might actually just create a whole lot of goodness for your life. Like, you might just go up the ranks, I don't know, meet someone who you've always needed to meet to put you on the right path. I don't know, but I'm just saying that basically whatever choice you make, it will be a good one. It will be right for you. It will create greatness. It will instill greatness within you. What else have we got here? I feel like, yeah, okay, hold on. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So again, maybe some of you guys aren't completely spiritual people yet. Like, you don't subscribe to a lot of that stuff, but this decision or this thing might take you down more of a spiritual path. It's like your spirituality, or say like your ancestors or guides, are more influenced, no, more, what is the word I'm trying to find, a part of your life than you would know, than you know right now. I think that's what I want to say. And then finances and career as well. This decision that may have impact, like I gave the example of a career decision. This decision may impact your finances and career. I don't know whether that will be positively or negatively, but here with the greatness card, I feel like it most likely is a beneficial thing. But also, yeah, this decision has an impact on this area of your life, so be aware of that. That's something that you may have not been aware of up until now. Right, so they want me to read from from the book, which I actually haven't done for most of the other piles. So there must be something specific that you need to know. I'm going to start off with number 14 here, which is truth be told. And I really feel like reading the protection message despite it not being in reverse. So I'm going to do that. It says, where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be key to the beautiful new future, where you no longer labour under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than truth is required now, yeah? Here, look at the bigger picture. Yep. There might be something that you are not seeing as of right now. So if that means you need to pray and ask for that guidance from your spiritual team, as I said, you have the Empress here, so you can get it. You also might be someone who is very seductive or alluring and can kind of get that information out of people. Maybe even you're not aware of it. Then using those abilities to your, using those abilities to your gain. Number 16, all that glitters is about not seeing things clearly again. Seeing the kind of the mask of people, of things, of situations. Seeing all the good and the beauty, but not looking beneath that. Which is very funny because the Empress you have the sign of Venus there, Venusian energy, which looks at the beauty of things. And sometimes that beauty is a mask. And there's not a lot of stuff underneath that. Okay, protection message. This is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await. That's so funny. I mean, that's not funny at all. So sorry. I'm saying that because when I looked at your initial spread of cards, I didn't necessarily feel like, I feel like you want something and I feel like you've made a decision to go after it, but I don't necessarily feel like that thing is inherently bad. But I also feel as if this is a message of like, you will either, the lesson will be learned either way, and the lesson isn't going to hurt you too much to a point where spirit has to be like, don't do that because this might happen. And I don't think I really get readings like that anyway, because at the end of the day, so long as you learn the lesson, or like every decision you make, it's not going to curse you forever, if that makes sense what I mean. It's not as dramatic as that. So that could be a warning there, just to say like maybe you need to take a step back before you completely make this shift or put this decision into motion, because there's some things, as I keep saying, that you're not completely seeing, and by taking that step back you will start to see those cracks in the foundation that you thought was this decision was being built upon. It says, now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can, not what he or she. Oh my god, the TV just turned on by itself. That scared the friggin' life out of me. Somebody say me got the dopey up in here. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh my god, that was so freaky. Like, I heard it turn on, but I didn't think it was actually gonna start making noise. Anyway, who the person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of the artifice and let what is authentic shine. So where was it? It says look for, no, it said use the eyes in your heart. Yeah, to me that really signifies you using your intuition here, using your inner knowledge. You have the skills to make sense of what is happening here. Just take the time to put them to use. Anyway, that is everything that I have for you guys. Those who chose this crystallized rock here, thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you enjoyed it, give it a little thumbs up and comment down below. If you want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, so you can subscribe down below as well. And yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye.